Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
I brought the experience of running a successful global business into a very complicated and difficult situation, which was the government of Haiti. And I did it for 31 months.
Supreme Master Chin Hai joyously present the Shining World Leadership Award for Compassion to former Prime Minister of Haiti, His Excellency Mr. Laurent Lamothe. With high salute and gratitude for your noble work, may you enjoy continued success and constant protection by heaven.
Continue watching to find out more.
Cherished viewers, hola todos means hello everyone in Nicaraguan Spanish. My name is Esteli. The compassionate citizens of beautiful and sunny Nicaragua send you heartfelt love and good wishes. Welcome to the first part of A Vegan Visionary, the life of His Excellency Laurent Lamothe, vegan. His Excellency Laurent Lamothe is a visionary vegan entrepreneur and humanitarian of Haitian origin who became Haiti's most successful and longest-serving prime minister in the last 3 decades. His Excellency Laurent Lamothe was born on August 14, 1972, in Port-au-Prince, the capital of the Republic of Haiti, an island in the Greater Antilles archipelago of the Caribbean Sea. He is the youngest of 2 sons of Mrs. Guylaine Guissou Fournier Lamothe, an accomplished painter and sculptor, and Dr. Louis Lamothe, a scholar of Hispanic studies and philanthropist. They imparted to Laurent early on a refined education that emphasized altruism, civism, strong ethics, compassion, and much more. His high school studies in Haiti at the prestigious institution St. Louis de Gonzague led into a bachelor's degree in political science at Berry University in Miami, Florida, followed by an MBA with honors at St. Thomas University in Miami Gardens, Florida. The young Laurent Lamothe had a great love of sports, and his aptitude for tennis was greatly encouraged by his family. He became a professional player who proudly represented Haiti at many international tournaments. An athlete ranked amongst the best varsity players in the United States, he was inducted into Berry's University Athletics Wall of Honor in 2000 for his achievements as a Berry Buccaneer. To this day, Laurent remains an active athlete and sportsman. As a single and devoted family man, he treasures his lovely 2 daughters, Linka and Lara, to whom he instills the values of integrity, inclusion, progress, and service to others. Entrepreneurship Global Voice Group. Soon after completing his MBA, the first expression of his creative entrepreneurial spirit manifested itself at the onset of the Internet and the technologies enabling the processing and exchange of high-volume, real-time data. His Excellency Mr. Lamothe co-founded Global Voice Group, or GVG, a precursor of today's innovative tech startups. He had envisioned a company that would provide informatics and communication solutions to private and public institutions. Global Voice Group, GVG, proved invaluable to many clients in emerging markets and developing countries. As a pioneer in the field of big data, GVG helped regulatory authorities in Africa enhance their decision-making processes for an optimal governance of their telecommunications sector. Global Voice Group, or GVG, an exceptional success, earned His Excellency Mr. Lamothe a nomination for the Ernst & Young Entrepreneur of the Year Award in May 2008. The longest-serving Prime Minister of the Republic of Haiti in the last 3 decades. In 2011, Laurent Lamothe was offered the position of the Advisor of Socioeconomic Development to Haitian President Michel Martelly as a member of the Interim Commission for the Reconstruction of Haiti, or IHRC. Upon acceptance of the new role, His Excellency Mr. Lamothe renounced his position as chairman of the Board of Directors of Global Voice Group. In doing so, he sought to dedicate his energy solely to the noble mission awaiting him, and to set aside any potential conflict of interest. His Excellency Mr. Laurent Lamothe was later called to fill several roles within the government of Haiti, from special advisor to the president to being appointed Minister of Foreign Affairs and Worship, then moving into the role as Minister of Planning and External Cooperation, and ultimately being sworn in as Haiti's Prime Minister on May 16, 2012. We are curious as to how His Excellency Mr. Lamothe transitioned from the role of CEO to a prominent public servant.
Well, I would say that I was an accidental Prime Minister because I was an entrepreneur all of my life. I opened a startup right out of college into the telecommunications field, and that startup is today one of the largest telecommunications monitoring provider in Africa. So operating in over 40 countries and just very established in those countries for many years. So I brought the experience of running a successful global business into a very complicated and difficult situation, which was the government of Haiti. And I did it for 31 months.
Many challenges arose as Haiti was reeling from the devastating earthquake that shook the island on January 12, 2010. The country suffered extreme human casualties and catastrophic damage to its infrastructure, with an economy in shambles and thousands of people living in makeshift camps. His Excellency Prime Minister Laurent Lamothe spearheaded the reconstruction of the country using very limited resources. He worked tirelessly on fundraising and attracting new investments to support projects dedicated to rebuilding Haiti. Despite the financial crisis as Prime Minister, Laurent succeeded in relocating approximately 1.6 million people from 10 camps to proper housing, as well as removing 97% of the rubble the earthquake created. Throughout his period of governance, civil security increased by 55%. Public investment soared by 8%. Haiti recorded the highest increase in foreign direct investment, and the World Bank reported that poverty had decreased by 26%. Rebuilding Haiti after the earthquake was a daunting task. His Excellency Mr. Laurent Lamothe handled with his usual efficient integrity and dynamic, hard-working persona.
We created some key levies in order to finance our development. We had a free school program. We created a program for women living in extreme poverty. Security was reinforced by increasing the number of police officers on the street. So there was a cocktail of different strategies that led to Haiti being the second safest country in the Caribbean during the years that I was there.
Laurent further explains the innovative system he set up to achieve such remarkable results, all on a shoestring budget.
For example, Haiti is one of the largest country with one of the strongest diaspora that's very tight and very tight with their family members in Haiti. Haiti has one of the highest remittance amount in the Caribbean, $3.6 billion every year. So what we wanted to do is to bring this solidarity between the diaspora and the children, our children growing up in Haiti. So we had 600,000 children outside of the school system. We needed to bring them back. So what we did is we took about 10,200 schools and then we put them into a free schooling program. But the free schooling program, we needed to pay for it. So what we did is we added a levy on all international calls coming into the country and all remittance coming into the country. And that went to the education program called p1o3 at the time and FNE today. So these revenues funded the programs and allowed for, according to UNICEF, the results were that from those levies, there was a wonderful result, that we were able to increase school attendance from 55 to 90%. And why? Simply because you gave the child an opportunity to have an education. So these levies that we call innovative financing, they put children in school, they improve their education, they put them on the school bench rather than staying on the street, being exposed to all types of negative stuff. So it was a big success.
The Latin Trade magazine, in recognition of his innovative skills, accorded him the year's Innovative Leader of the Americas in November 2014 for his efforts in establishing a paradigm shift that Haiti is a destination for investment and not just for humanitarian aid. His Excellency Mr. Laurent Lamothe resigned from his position as Prime Minister in 2014.
That is the longest serving Prime Minister ever, 31 months. For others, it might seem very little, but for Haiti's perspective, it's very long. I resigned. I was not asked to leave. I resigned to give place in a grand political agreement that was made between the government and the opposition to allow opposition to the empower to organize elections.
Continue serving the world. My government's top priority was to serve these vulnerable citizens who had always been forgotten by traditional politicians and the political class. Laurent Lamothe, January 2015. His Excellency Mr. Lamothe established LSL World Initiative in July 2015, a global organization specializing in innovative financing for development, IFD, and dedicated to the socio-economic empowerment of emerging countries. In December of the same year, he founded the Dr. Louis G. Lamothe Foundation, FLGL, in memory of his father, Dr. Louis Lamothe. This noble institution was later renamed Foundation Louis Angelin Lamothe, FLGL, in tribute to his late mother. The mission of the FLGL is to counter poverty and social exclusion in Haiti. Even after leaving office, he continued to work towards making Haiti an independent and self-sufficient country. In 2019, His Excellency Mr. Lamothe was inducted into the Hall of Fame at the UK Summit of Power Brands, London's International Forum on Equality, or LIFE, for his outstanding achievements in the struggle for equality and human rights in Haiti through his work with the Foundation. His Excellency Mr. Laurent Lamothe, one of the most dynamic entrepreneurs of his generation, whether as head of government, entrepreneur, or global citizen, has always expressed a deep commitment to Haiti in particular and to the socio-economic development of developing countries in general. For more details about Laurent Lamothe, please visit www.laurentlamothe.com. Contact at foundationlgl.com. Supreme Master Chin Hai joyously presents the Shining World Leadership Award for Compassion to former Prime Minister of Haiti, His Excellency Mr. Laurent Lamothe, with high salute and gratitude for your noble work. May you enjoy continued success and constant protection by heaven. Supreme Master Jin Hai is deeply grateful to the beloved God for all the financial help, comfort, and support to the afflicted and needy, and or any good cause over the years, as a humble vessel for His compassion and love toward His precious children. Compassionate viewers, thank you for your company today. Please join us next week for part 2. as we uncover more of the dreams of this vegan visionary for his homeland. Coming up next is Use Our Wisdom, Part 10 of 10, on Between Master and Disciples, right after noteworthy news. May your hearts be filled with God's love and caring embrace.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/VE.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/VE.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule и suprememastertv.com/VE.
Наши программы предлагают много языков. Пожалуйста, посмотрите suprememastertv.com/schedule и suprememastertv.com/VE.